Thanks for taking the time to jump onto this webinar. I'm excited to break down what I think is the best kept secret of network marketing, and that's synergy worldwide, especially if you're looking to build a long-term business in 2018. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Jonny Tashjian. I've been involved in network marketing the last 12 years. And, I loved startups. I loved being involved at the beginning of a company so that you can have, a lot of the fun excitement that goes with that. You're working with your team. You guys are having a lot of fun. But here's the thing. Over the last 12 years, I've been involved in 5 different startups. And almost every one of those companies went out of business or had a big catastrophe to the point where I had to leave and go somewhere else. Whether it was a change in the compensation plan, the corporate team, constantly putting issues, unethical behaviors, a number of things going on that, those companies were in their infancy. And, as I started to look at this industry and what I wanted for the future, I love network marketing because here's the thing, guys, when this is done right, it creates an income and a lifestyle unlike anything that I've ever experienced. For me, guys, being involved in network marketing, what you're seeing on the screen here, these are my kids, and you actually don't see the newest. I just had another little baby girl a couple months ago, Savannah. But being able to be a stay-at-home dad the last 5.5 years, being able to go up to the lake, go on cruises, go on trips, just being there with my kids day in and day out, that for me is why I chose this industry over a 9-to-5 or a business that I have to be married to. I love to be able to wake up with my kids and go to bed with them each night and hang out with them during the day and be there for their important events if I need to. So if you're looking, whatever it is in your life, you got to figure out, what's driving you to want to take extra time out of your busy schedule to build a business. What is that, for you? Is it a college fund? Is it, some trips? Is it traveling? Is it just being able to be at the events with your kids? Is it more consistent income? Whatever that is, you got to figure out what it is for you. And all I would encourage you to do is have an open mind, over the next 15 minutes or so while we break down this information so that you can, just take a look at Synergy and what we have to offer. So what's interesting is I don't care what company you're looking at, there's multiple components that have to be in place. I've been involved in a variety of companies and some of them are like, oh, the product. Well, products are an important part of this business. It's on that list in front of you there. Company, product, trends, timing, compensation. But a guy a lot smarter than me, Peter Drucker, put this list together and said if all 5 of these components don't exist in an opportunity, you're limited on your success that you can have with that company. And so products are an important part of it, but it's not the most important part. You need good products for longevity, but what drives a team to have a lot of success is a lot of people being able to create an income. Otherwise, you don't join a business just to take a product. You would just become a customer. You join a business to be able to make money. So I personally believe that your success comes down to the company creating an environment where you can thrive. But it's all about the team and the compensation plan, that the incomes that you can create in that company. The products have to be there to be able to sustain you long term, and the products have to fall in line with the trends. Now, timing is an important piece as well. And, there's some very unique things taking place with Synergy. Synergy is actually an 18-year-old company. And so you might be asking yourself, well, how's timing work with that? Well, here's the interesting thing. This company's been around for 18 years, yet they've never changed the compensation plan. They have a corporate team in place. A number of them have been with the company for over 15 years, but they opened in Japan, and they've launched Asia and Europe in a big way. But they were acquired by Nature Sunshine in early 2000, and they've never had support from the corporate team, from Nature Sunshine's corporate and board to Synergy's, to put the resources in developing the U.S., North America, until now, 2017, 2018. Right now is their focus on getting the United States launched. A gentleman named Greg Probert came in to the board of directors, the chairman of the board, the president of Nature Sunshine, And he recognized how underutilized Synergy was in North America and started to rearrange some things so that the company could focus its resources here. Guys, I believe there's less than 1,000 active distributors in the US. So the cool thing about what's taking place right now is September of 2017 was the biggest month in the company's 18-year history. They broke 5 presidentials, okay? We've got some of the biggest names in network marketing that have come into this company over the last few months here at the end of 2017 that are getting ready to launch with Synergy in a big way. And they're all positioning their teams, getting people in place. You know, Bubba Pratt is one of those names. You know, this is a gentleman that was doing billions with a B in Amway per year in sales on his team. And for personal reasons, you know, sold his businesses over there a number of years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, and has been looking for another company that he could be involved with. And he chose Synergy. I mean, he could have chose any company. He chose Synergy because of the stability. He doesn't have to question if this company is going to be here down the road. And right now, we have an opportunity to be first to market in the U.S., North America, and ultimately moving into South America. And the cool thing is, because they're in 28 countries around the world, if you have contacts, you know, pretty much anywhere, we can figure out a way to be able to get them these products. We have offices all over the world. So the foundation of this company is, you know, they're already set up to be a multi-billion-dollar company. The volumes just haven't caught up with their foundation yet, but they're about to with everything that's coming in place. These names wouldn't be coming into network marketing, these leaders, if they didn't see what I did. So the products, this is something that you'll never have to worry about with Synergy. The products are at the forefront of the newest technologies that people are understanding when it comes to, you know, nutraceutical products. The microbiome is one of the newest areas of science, gut-brain health, you know, leaky gut syndrome, and you know, having the right, you know, fungi and microflora and bacteria, you know, in your digestive system, so that your body can better utilize nutrients and help you lose weight and get into the optimal metabolism that your body should have. So we have a Purify kit that helps to reset that microbiome. Our Pro-Arginine is the #1 rated L-arginine supplement in the world. In fact, every physician desk reference in the US that every doctor has, if you look up L-arginine supplement in that desk reference, it literally has a picture of our product, Pro-Arginine, as the most powerful L-arginine supplement in the world. This product increases nitric oxide in the body. It helps to open up the cardiovascular system and helps the body run much more efficiently when it comes to its overall cardiovascular health. I mean, people are seeing a 20, 30-point drop in their blood pressure a half an hour after taking Pro-Arginine. So this is a core component into the Purify kit. And what we're really excited about over in the US, Europe is going crazy over this. They already launched it over there. But they're launching TrueLume, which is a 7-step skincare regimen here in the US in November of 2017. So this is a skincare system that's been literally a decade you know, in the making. It's got over a decade worth of science and research that had been put into the skincare, and the results that people are seeing in Europe are absolutely incredible. So we're excited to be able to launch this here. If you want more information about the products, guys, go to synergyworldwide.com, the company website, or you can go to our team website, teamrisingtide.net. Trends. Okay, guys, New Year's resolution, you know, pretty much everybody knows what the New Year's resolutions are for #1 and #2, the most common. I mean, #1 for a decade, lose weight, get healthy. And #2, make more money, build wealth, savings, you know, financial stability. And, you know, we've got, what's interesting about microbiome is that if you actually look on PubMed, there's over 36,000 clinical studies that have been done on the microbiome. It is something that, you know, within the next 5 to 10 years, every single person is going to know what the microbiome is. And they're realizing, because only 10% of your cells contain DNA, 90% of your cells don't contain DNA. They contain bacteria, fungi, and microflora. And that's what the microbiome is affecting. And they're finding it has a much more dramatic effect on people's ability to combat, you know, these major illnesses, diabetes, heart disease, you know, obesity. when you can get your microbiome under control. So skincare, huge trend right now. You know, it's poised to be over 300 billion by next year, 2018. And, you know, men using skincare is the fastest growing segment within that market. So let's talk a little bit about the timing of Synergy right now in the U.S. Guys, there's less than 500 to 1,000 active distributors in the United States. We have industry giants that are all merging to Synergy, but they're a stable company. So I chose this because I don't have to question if Synergy is going to be here in 5, 10, 15 years from now. I know it's going to be here because it's already been here for 18 years. They've never changed their comp plan. They've only enhanced it over the years, created better customer programs. You know, they're developing a new website that they've spent tens of millions of dollars on to allow people to better utilize social media and online development to be able to build your teams. You know, the communication, the way that we grow our businesses now, you know, your phones, social media, online interaction is a huge part of that. And Synergy is absolutely keeping up with those trends, putting the best tools in place for their team. Well, so what this means for us, especially here, you know, really worldwide, anybody that's involved in Synergy, but specifically the U.S., once a company gets to, you know, roughly 4 to 6 million a month in sales, they start to go through a pretty crazy momentum. Now, this company is doing literally only about 1 million right now in the U.S., but that's from customers. 73% of that is from customers. So they've hardly got anybody that's building right now. Once we get this going, all these leaders that are coming together, and there's a massive amount of them, you're going to see some big waves for Synergy in 2018. And if you have the ability to be literally right here at the beginning of this and to participate in all of this, you know, even if somebody maybe has been involved in Synergy, you know, they haven't focused on the U.S. for a decade. And anybody that was involved before, they're not going to recognize the company today. And that's what I'm hearing from, you know, a number of the industry giants that have been around for a long time, and, you know, and they know of Synergy. But any single one of them that's come up to the corporate office, that's taken a look at Synergy today, they're saying, I don't recognize this company. This is going to be huge. I mean, there's a reason, again, Bubba Pratt, somebody who had 1 million active distributors that was doing billions a year, you know, in Amway, 30-year, you know, legend. Tim Foley was his sponsor. They worked closely together. You guys, he could join whatever he wants. Why is he choosing this? You know, why am I choosing this? Why are so many other leaders choosing Synergy? It's because of the stability. I'm sick and tired of building rentals. I don't know about you. I don't want to work for 2, 3, you know, years just to have something fall apart and have to restart. I want to be able to build a home. I want something that I know is going to be here for decades to come, and that's Synergy. So let's talk about the compensation plan and close this thing out. So their comp plan has some very unique factors that I haven't seen in the industry before. I've got a very in-depth, you know, compensation plan overview on our website, teamrisingtide.net. I'd encourage you to watch that if you want to know a lot of the details about the comp plan. I'm going to break through them right now. I'm not going to go into as much detail as that other video, so it's there if you want to watch it. But there's 7 different ways that you can make money. There's actually 8 because they have an additional incentive program for the U.S. right now. So, you know, guys, just putting this out there, any business, effort is going to equal income. You know, you can't just get involved in something and hope that it's going to take off without you having to do anything. I mean, you know, every business works that way. But again, what I know about network marketing is if you treat this like a business, there's no other industry that I know where the average person can create the type of lifestyle and income that you can with network marketing without having to have special skill sets or education. So when you get started, you get what's called a tracking center, okay, your business center. Your volumes that are generated in that tracking center are any products that you personally purchase and anybody that you enroll as a preferred customer, where they're buying products each month or they're buying products every few months or every 6 months. All of those customer purchases, as well as your own, that volume shows up in that one tracking center each month. So how you get paid, there's a number of people that are going to buy a bunch of product. Okay, they have maybe chiropractic offices, or they want to, you know, do different parties and turn around and sell them. That's not personally my method of distribution, but you know, that's retail sales, where if you want to buy a product at the wholesale cost, and then mark up the price 30%, which is what we recommend, and then retail it to somebody. Now, for me, the smarter way to build your business, if you're going to do customers, is through the elite rebate, where, I'm buying 150 CV worth of product each month personally. I buy over that for my family. Every dollar that I personally spend, over 150 points each month, I get 25% back. So if I wanted to buy some extra product for friends or family or whatnot, Christmas is coming up. If I bought $1,000 worth of product over those 150 that I'm buying for my family, I get 25% back. So $1,000 in product, that's $250. Well, if I have $1,000 in customers, 1,000 points in customers each and every month, that's a $250 check. So basically, every dollar above 150, whether you personally buy it or it comes in from customers, it's a 25% commission. Not bad. There's people that are building some pretty big businesses online with our products. We actually did an audit recently and found that we had a 51% retention with our flagship products over a 3-year period of time. That's unheard of, guys. That's 8 or 6 times the average in this industry, which the average is 8%. And so again, it wasn't month to month or even 6 months. This was over a 3-year term, 51%. So cool stuff. Fast start commissions. Pretty much every company has something like this. It's where when somebody comes in with an enrollment, so this is where you're going to build the distribution side of it. You're bringing other team members on board with you that want to go out and market and sell the products, or build a business, find other team members, distributors. Anybody that comes in with a package that has 150 points, it's a simple $25 fast start. Each 150 it increases is an additional 25. It's pretty basic. So every 150 points in an activation kit pays out a $25 fast start one time, and it's paid the following week. Now, the binary. You guys, there's different models out there. I built unilevels to big teams of tens of thousands. I personally love a binary. Now, a lot of the companies that have come and gone had traditional binaries in place. There's some unique elements to synergy. I personally believe that if a binary is done correctly, it can create much faster growth, because in a unilevel, you're building multiple legs. So you're trying to balance all of those legs, but you're also, in the same city, to get balance, you're having to put people in different legs cross-line from each other. Whereas in a binary, you can allow people to work with each other. What do I mean by that? Well, in a binary, you basically have a left leg and a right leg. Whatever leg is larger is considered your power leg. Whatever leg is smaller each month in terms of points or volume is your pay leg. Now, it's also called a forced matrix. Now, why it's called that is when you enroll somebody, if you have Joe and Joe wants to come into the business, you have to put Joe on the left or the right side. You don't have any of the legs. It's just the two. And Joe goes to the very bottom position. And so it's going down below the next person on that line. So if you're going to put Joe into the power leg, Joe goes there. Now, I recommend every single person as you're building, when it comes to structure, you want to put your first 2 enrollments to the power leg or the common leg or the team leg, because you want that leg to be one that everybody is focused on tossing a couple of people to, feeding the golden goose, so to say. That leg will basically become an animal that will just take off on its own. And that'll be something that you're not having to worry about. Because here's the cool thing about Joe is you put Sally in. So Joe is your second enrollment into the power leg. But Sally, we're teaching her the same thing, to put her first couple of people down the binary. So when Sally brings Jim in, that goes below Joe. And when Sally brings Sue in, that goes below Jim. So now Joe, who was at the bottom of the tree, has 2 other people below him already. And that's the power of spillover and what can happen very, very quickly. And then you do the same thing on the other side, on the pay leg. The first person that you put there, you help them put their first couple of people to that team leg, and so on and so forth. And the same behavior starts on your other side. It's a beautiful, beautiful system that allows you to work with people very quickly. And now each of these guys get to support and help each other in this business. Now, one of the things that I want to mention, our company, we basically pay up to 10%, Okay, 7 to 8% is about the average of your volume that you do in your basic leg, or in your smaller leg, your pay leg. So every single month they add up all of the volume. But in Synergy, you know, one of the things, there's a lot of new companies that are like, oh, we're paying 60, 70%, you know, we pay 20% of the lesser leg. What you need to take note at is how much volume are they actually putting into the system? What percentage of each dollar is actually converting over to sales volume or commissionable volume or points? Okay, we have one of the highest CV to dollar ratios that I know of. We pay 70 to 90% of each dollar is converted to points. So we have an $899 gold pack, which has an incredible value, but there's 800 points. That's almost 90%, okay? $365 silver pack that has 300 points. Our flagship product, Pro Arginine, you know, if you just bought one single box for $70, that's 60 points. So again, higher amount of points per dollar. Mega Match, okay? Guys, this is another thing that makes the company very unique. 100% match on personally sponsored team members. So anybody that you personally enroll into the business, whether you put them on the larger leg or the smaller leg, you earn 100% of their basic commissions each and every month. There's no rank requirement to earn that match. All you need is 120 points each month. Whether that's personal product that you purchased or customers, it can come from either. So here's an example of how this mega match works, okay? We've got the Synergy, the gold pack and the silver pack. So let's say that you've got Joe, you know, you enrolled him on your pay leg, and you've got Sue and Jim on your power legs, okay? And this month, you know, you helped Joe get a gold pack enrollment on his pay leg, and you helped Sue get a silver pack and a gold pack, and Jim got a gold pack and a silver pack. Well, if you add up those volumes, and we're just saying that there's an 8% cap, you know, in basic commission, so you get paid 8% of the basic volume. That's a $64 commission for Joe. That's an $88 commission for Sue, and an $88 commission for Jim that month. Now, that's just in basic. They got fast start and some other things as well. But here's the point of this. You got a $240 matching check because you match dollar for dollar, 100% of the people that you've personally enrolled. You know, think about this. The average person in network marketing only enrolls 2 people. And you can still, let's say that you put Sue and Jim down the power leg, and you've not yet been able to build your pay leg out, but Sue and Jim are both building their businesses. You can match up to $5,000 a month per team member without having a pay leg of your own. That's unheard of. That creates an average income for somebody in network marketing. You can earn up to $20,000 a month per team member if you do build your pay leg out. So start to think of the math. If your goal is to make $5,000 a month, go help 5 people make $1,000 a month. If your goal is to make $10,000, go help 5 people make $2,000, or go help 10 people make $1,000. If you want to make $100,000 a month, okay, go help 10 people make $10,000. You know, you get the math. Start to, and that's in addition to all of the other bonuses that are in place. So our professional and executive bonuses are some of the highest that I've ever seen in this industry. These are for those that reach those leadership levels, okay? So you can actually get paid on the power leg in Synergy, up to 4%. So an example of how this works, you know, every month, again, you've got a power leg and a pay leg that are building out. You know, it's common for a power leg to grow a lot faster than a pay leg does, because there's a lot more people typically you know, building that one leg out. So in this example, you've got a power leg that's grown to 150,000 and a pay leg that's grown to 30,000. Well, you're now eligible for the leadership bonus, where you can earn 1% of part of the power leg volume. Now, how they determine how much volume is there's a multiplier. So whatever volume is in your pay leg above 30,000, you get to multiply that times 4, which is 120,000, because you've got 30,000. And that means that you can now participate in 1% of $120,000 worth of volume in the power leg. That's a $1,200 monthly commission. Well, let's fast forward down the road as this thing really starts to take off. You've got a power leg here that's got 2.5 million in volume. In every other binary I've seen, you want your pay leg to get as close to that 2.5 million so that you can max this compensation plan? Well, in this situation, you've got a $300,000 pay leg, but guess what? There's a 6-time multiplier with that rank, the diamond rank, okay? And you earn 4%. So 6 times that 300,000 that's in your weaker leg is 1.8 million. So you can now earn on $1.8 million of your power leg each month, 4%. That's a $72,000 monthly commission on top of your own basic commissions that you're getting paid on, the 300,000, on top of the mega matches that you're earning. I mean, this person is earning well over $100,000 a month at this point. Okay, powerful system. Global revenue, pretty basic, 1% of the global sales each month. If you get to a presidential, which is a $400,000 pay leg, you get 1 share, double presidentials, 2 shares, triple presidentials, 3 shares. The Title Plus, guys, this is huge if you're looking to build right now in 2017, 2018. Every single one of the ranks that you see on the left-hand side, star, bronze, silver, gold, team leader, team manager, team director, team elite, and pearl. This is just showing up to 100,000 in pay leg volume, okay? As you move through these ranks, there's extra bonuses that you can earn each month just for hitting those ranks. And as you maintain those ranks into the 3rd month, you get the matching bonus. And if you maintain that rank for a 4th month, you get a 4th month bonus. If you look at the potential earning on the right side, if you were to build over the next year to the pearl rank, there's an additional $31,000 in bonuses that you can put in your pocket just by getting to the pearl rank, okay? It's a powerful, I've got an 8-minute overview that shows you how by literally building a team director, a $30,000 pay leg, in 6 months, you can be making $5,000, $6,000 a month, taking advantage of this and the other bonuses. That's on our team website as well. So I'll close with this, that the packages the company has, the gold pack, the silver pack, basic packs are just that. They're basic packages, 150 points, the least expensive option to get into the business. The silver pack is kind of a best of. It's got the Purify kit that helps to reset the microbiome. It's got the best of the TrueLume skincare. It's got 4 of the 7 components, the main 4, and an extra box of Pro Arginine for your heart health, cardiovascular, pre-workouts, all of those. Now, the gold pack is the creme de la creme, so to say. It's anybody that's looking to come into Synergy and really build as a leader right now in the U.S., especially in 2018, you need to take a look at the gold pack. Anybody that comes into this package, not only do you get the best value in terms of products and discounts, but you get executive board club qualified. Our team, we're creating a fun culture with Paul and Rudy and Diane. These are all presidentials in the company. We're going to have executive board club events every 3 to 6 months. That is something to do with a wakeboard, a scoreboard, a surfboard, a snowboard, something fun, an activity that you can participate in if you're executive board club qualified. And then there's going to be additional incentives within that to get, flights and hotels and extra things for our team. Now, the company, anybody that comes into the gold pack, they're putting together a Synergy experience in January that just by coming into this package, you get 2 free tickets to that. Your enrollment fee into the company, the $25 is waived. And when you get to the Synergy experience where you're going to be trained by some top executives in the industry, you get $300 worth of extra products given to you at that Synergy experience. So an incredible amount of value at the gold pack, and you're also booming your team with 800 points per. So you're going to be able to create some check stories, some volume stories very, very quickly with those packages. I'll close with this, okay? At this point, you just need to ask yourself, what number are you? If you're an A, you're an action person. You're ready to enroll. Just ask whoever invited you to get onto this webinar for their enrollment link, and they'll get you enrolled. If you're a B, maybe you need to borrow some money, get some stuff moved around over the next, couple of days, or you've got some questions. But, you just got to figure out a couple of things before you can pick what option is best for you. Let them know you're a B. And C, you've got your financial, options in check. You know exactly what your goals are financially, but
you'd love to take some of our products, which we've got, again, manufactured by Nature Sunshine, best products in the world. Just let them know you're a C and what products you would like to order. Just think about this. Right now, every single day, people are being exposed to this information, especially on our team. If you decide to wait a day, you could have had somebody spilled over below you that could have potentially turned into hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in volume. If you decide to wait a day or a week or a month or 6 months or so on, the chances of you having these people spilled over below you is less and less each day. Grab a position of equity, okay, and start to put together a game plan. Go through the team website, get with your sponsor, whoever invited you to check this out, and they'll start to walk you through the Getting Started action plan. Appreciate you taking the time. Have a fantastic day.